7 powerful seeds that create a self-mulching garden naturally, no mulch needed. Imagine a garden that largely protects itself, where soil stays covered, cool, and moist without you having to haul straw, wood chips, or compost every season. In this video, we're exploring 7 powerful seeds that act like living mulch, covering bare soil naturally and helping suppress weeds, conserve moisture, and improve soil health just by growing and breaking down into the earth. These plants are part of a gardening approach called living mulch or cover cropping, where the plants themselves protect and build soil quality instead of relying on added mulch. While this method won't replace mulch in every climate or situation, for example, mulch may still help insulate roots in winter. These seeds offer an eco-friendly way to reduce traditional mulch use and boost soil vitality. One, clover, a natural living mulch seed. Clover is one of the best seeds to plant if you want your garden to stay covered and protected without adding traditional mulch. When clover grows, its low, dense foliage spreads over the soil and acts like a living blanket that blocks sunlight, reduces evaporation, and slows down weeds before they sprout, just like a mulch layer would. Because it's a legume, clover also works with friendly soil bacteria to pull nitrogen from the air and turn it into nutrients your plants can use, helping boost soil fertility naturally. This combination of dense ground cover, weed suppression, and soil enrichment is why many gardeners plant clover as a self-mulching seed that keeps soil healthy with less work. Unlike dead mulch that sits on the surface, clover keeps growing throughout the season and continually shields the soil from hot sun and rain impact that can cause erosion. This ongoing coverage means the soil beneath stays cooler, damper, and more hospitable for your crops to grow strong and steady. Over time, as clover leaves and stems die back, they decompose right where they are and feed organic matter back into the soil, building structure and nurturing beneficial microbes. Clover's ability to protect and nourish soil makes it a powerful tool for gardeners aiming to cut down on mulch work while improving soil health. To get the best results with clover as a self-mulching seed, sow it over prepared soil in early spring or fall when temperatures are moderate. Keep the soil lightly moist until the seeds sprout and begin spreading, then let the plants grow thick and cover the ground. Once established, clover needs minimal care and serves as a living mulch that naturally reduces weeds, retains moisture, and enhances soil fertility. Two, buckwheat, quick living cover that works like mulch. Buckwheat is a fast-growing cover crop seed that quickly spreads a thick green layer over open soil, helping shade the ground and slow weed growth much like a traditional mulch. Its broad leaves create a canopy that reduces soil evaporation and suppresses weed seedlings, conserving moisture and energy in your garden. Gardeners often plant buckwheat between main crops or in fallow beds to protect soil surfaces, improve structure, and keep the ground covered during warm seasons. Because it produces abundant biomass in a short time, buckwheat is ideal for creating a natural mulch-like effect without needing bark, straw, or wood chips. As buckwheat grows, it also contributes to soil health by adding organic matter when its leaves and stems begin to break down. This plant residue feeds beneficial microbes and slowly improves soil tilth, the structure that makes soil easier for plant roots to penetrate. Buckwheat flowers attract pollinators and beneficial insects, adding ecological value while protecting soil. Leaving the buckwheat residue on the bed after cutting it down prolongs its mulch-like protection and continues shielding the soil from sun and rain. To get the best results, Broadcast buckwheat seeds over prepared soil after frost danger has passed and water lightly until they sprout. Because it doesn't need heavy fertilizer, buckwheat thrives with minimal inputs and grows vigorously in many soil types. This fast-living mulch seed is a gardener's ally for reducing weeds, conserving water, and enriching soil naturally. Used regularly in a garden rotation, buckwheat helps build a healthier, self-maintaining garden ecosystem that reduces the need for manual mulch materials. Three, hairy vetch, nitrogen-rich living mulch for soil. Hairy vetch is a legume cover crop that serves as both a living mulch and a natural nitrogen booster for your soil. As it grows, hairy vetch spreads leafy vines that shade the ground, making it harder for weeds to sprout and helping conserve moisture like a mulch layer would. Being a member of the pea family, it works with beneficial soil bacteria to pull atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, which later feeds your next crops when the vetch decomposes. Gardeners love using hairy vetch and cover crop mixtures because it protects soil while enhancing fertility naturally, reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers. When allowed to remain in the garden until it reaches full growth, hairy vetch creates a lush ground cover that prevents soil erosion and holds nutrients where they're needed. Its plant material breaks down slowly once cut, releasing nitrogen and feeding soil organisms that support healthy soil ecosystems. Because it provides both dense cover and nutrient enrichment, hairy vetch is especially useful in fallow periods or between heavy crops. In some climates, gardeners sow hairy vetch in late summer or early fall so it protects soil over winter and then enriches it for spring planting. To plant hairy vetch successfully, broadcast the seeds on loose soil and keep the bed moist until seedlings are established. It does best in full sun and healthier soils but can adapt to a range of garden conditions with minimal care. Many gardeners also mix hairy vetch with grasses or clover to balance ground cover and nitrogen fixation, creating a more resilient living mulch. With consistent use, hairy vetch not only shelters soil but also helps build a self-sustaining garden system that reduces manual mulch needs. Four, oats, fast soil shield and living mulch booster. Oats are a cereal grain seed that many gardeners use as a quick self-mulching cover crop because they grow fast and form tall grassy leaves that protect the soil. When oats sprout and fill in bare patches, their blades shade the ground, helping reduce weed growth and keep soil moisture locked in, much like a layer of mulch would do. This living cover also helps prevent erosion from wind and rain, especially in spring or fall when soil might otherwise be exposed. Because oats thrive with minimal care and don't need heavy fertilization, they're a practical choice for any gardener wanting natural soil protection without mulch sacks. As oat plants mature and die back with seasonal change, their stems and leaves remain on the surface and slowly break down. This plant residue becomes organic matter that feeds soil microbes and improves soil structure over time. Many gardeners leave this oat residue on the bed to continue acting as a mulch layer, extending its benefits into the next planting phase. Because oats produce substantial biomass above ground, they help maintain soil coverage and strength, especially when used in rotation with legumes like clover or vetch. Planting oats is easy. Broadcast the seeds over soil in early spring or late summer and keep the soil lightly moist until they sprout. Once seedlings grow, they create a lush, protective layer that keeps your garden bed shaded and healthy without added mulch. Oats also help trap nutrients that might otherwise wash away after heavy rains, adding to their value as a self-mulching cover crop. This makes oats a dependable seed for gardeners wanting to cut back on mulch work while naturally strengthening soil for future crops. Five, field peas. Nitrogen-fixing ground cover that feeds soil naturally. Field peas are an excellent choice if you want a self-mulching garden that also boosts soil fertility without synthetic fertilizers, because this legume pulls nitrogen from the air and makes it available in the soil. When field peas grow, their network of vines and leaves spreads across open soil, shading the ground and helping suppress weeds much like a mulch layer would do, keeping moisture in and the soil cooler. This ground cover effect reduces erosion and helps maintain soil structure by slowing down water runoff and wind impact on bare soil surfaces. Because field peas work as both a nitrogen fixer and shade provider, they are often used in cover crop mixes to create a healthy soil environment without extra mulch. When the field pea plants begin to die back or are cut, the leftover plant material breaks down into rich organic matter that feeds beneficial soil organisms and supports future plant growth. The decomposing residue also acts as a protective layer, continuing to cover the soil and acting like a mulch for several weeks after plants are terminated. Many gardeners sow field peas in early spring or late summer so they can protect bare beds during cool months and leave behind nutrient-rich mulch when it's time for the next crop. Compared with other cover crops, field peas form a dense living cover that works seasonally to both nourish and shield soil, reducing the need for manual mulch materials. To plant field peas effectively, broadcast the seeds over prepared soil and lightly press them into the surface so they make good contact with soil moisture. Keep the bed evenly moist until seedlings sprout and begin spreading, then let them continue filling in bare patches. Gardeners often mix peas with grasses like oats to balance nitrogen fixation with strong, quick soil coverage. Six, mustard. Mulch-like cover crop that helps with soil health and pests. Mustard is a fast-growing cover crop that works well in self-mulching gardens because it quickly establishes a green cover that shades the soil and suppresses early weeds. The broad leaves of mustard plants reduce soil evaporation and help keep moisture locked in, which supports garden beds without having to add mulch by hand. As mustard foliage dies back, it leaves a protective layer of decomposing plant material that continues to act like a mulch layer, feeding soil microbes and adding organic matter. In addition to these mulch-like benefits, mustard also has natural compounds that can help reduce some soil-borne pests, making it a multifunctional choice for gardeners. Gardeners often plant mustard in fallow garden beds or between main crop cycles so that the soil stays covered rather than bare, which reduces erosion and nutrient loss. Its shallow root system helps improve soil porosity and aeration as it grows, allowing water to infiltrate better and support healthy soil ecology. When it's time to plant vegetables again, gardeners can mow mustard plants down and leave the residue on the surface to continue providing soil protection. This natural method of mulch by plants enhances soil structure and supports long-term fertility without the need for straw, wood chips, or compost mulch. To grow mustard effectively as a mulch-producing seed, scatter the seeds over prepared soil in early spring or late summer and keep the beds slightly moist until they germinate. Mustard grows quickly in most soils and doesn't demand heavy fertilizer or special care, which makes it accessible for beginner gardeners. Mixing mustard with legumes like clover or peas can offer both ground cover and nitrogen fixation, giving soil a fuller range of benefits at once. 7. Tillage radish, deep-rooted self-mulching plant for soil strength. Tillage radish is a unique partner for a self-mulching garden because its large taproot grows deep into the soil, helping break up compacted layers and improving water infiltration and aeration. Above ground, it produces broad leaves that shade the surface, reducing evaporation and slowing weed germination, similar to a mulch layer protecting soil. When growing cover crops like tillage radish, gardeners enjoy both physical soil protection above ground and deep below soil benefits that support healthier future plantings. Because radish plants accumulate significant biomass, their dying foliage leaves behind organic matter that naturally decomposes and forms a protective soil covering. As the radish foliage and roots break down after termination, they feed beneficial soil microbes and improve soil tilth, the crumbly texture that allows roots to grow easily and take up water and nutrients. This decomposing material continues to protect soil from rain impact and helps retain moisture longer, reducing the need to water as often. Many gardeners plant tillage radish in late summer or fall so the deep roots and leafy cover can work during off-season periods when soil would otherwise sit bare. With both soil building and mulch-like action, tillage radish makes a powerful final addition to your self-mulching garden. To plant tillage radish successfully, scatter seeds over well-prepared soil and keep it evenly moist until sprouting begins. Once established, these plants grow vigorously and begin shading the soil quickly. Combining tillage radish with other cover crops like oats or clover increases ground coverage and nutritional benefits. With these seeds in rotation, your garden becomes stronger, more fertile, and naturally mulched from the surface down to deep below. Conclusion: by planting the right seeds discussed in this video, from clover and buckwheat to vetch, oats, peas, mustard, and tillage radish, you give your garden a natural mulch system that grows, protects, and feeds the soil with every season. These living covers work together to suppress weeds, reduce erosion, conserve soil moisture, and even fix nutrients into the earth, building a healthier ecosystem over time. While living mulch doesn't magically eliminate all garden chores, it reduces the need for traditional mulch and brings long-term soil improvement that benefits both your plants and the environment. Start experimenting with these seeds in your beds and watch your garden become more productive, resilient, and low maintenance, just the way nature intended.